Okay. Hi guys, welcome to my stream. My name is Gambit Neo, and today I keep painting up Cammy from Street Fighter. And I think this will be the last video I'm gonna do with her. So on next week I'm going to do something else. Not quite sure exactly what I'm going to do, but we will see. So today I'm going to work on her hair mostly. Just a second, I'm just gonna set up so I can see the chat. So as you can see, we are in this phase. So we done, just gonna take her gently down because I didn't glue her yet together. So we have the tone skin done on her, and this is kind of done. So I'm gonna set this aside. Something always has to fall down. So I can show you better over here on her leg. So this is the skin tone that I wanted to do on her. I really like it. I put a little bit of more details on her. So now I'm gonna set this aside, and today main focus will be her hair. So on the head and braids and everything. And then I have to finish up her leg and her boots and her pouch that comes on her thigh. So I'm gonna start brushing up the hair, and I'm gonna use this yellow. It's a little bit less stronger yellow. But actually, the last time I didn't find it, but I had time to look through my paints because I knew that I have some yellow around, and I managed to find it. So I'm really happy with this one. And then I'm going to use a yellow contrast paint, which I have somewhere around. And I hope I find it sooner than later, because I forgot to look for that one. Okay, so we have the contrast paint, and then they have the yellow wash as well. So all these paints that I'm going to use extra, they are from Citadel. So I was thinking to use these, but wait a second, I have to have a different contrast paint. Where is the other one? Just, guys, sorry, give me a second till I find what I'm looking for. It should be around here. Oh, found it. It was right next to the one grabbed. So actually, this will be the contrast paint that I'm going to use and not this one. So this one, I'm going to put it away. We're not going to use it. And this is the one that I'm going to use. Now, this is the Imperial Feast contrast paint. So I think it will go nicely on that one. It will give a little bit more brighter color to it. You're awake! Don't worry. It's nice to have you. How are you, my friend? How was the bed? That's why you couldn't wake up. The bed was just too good. Your new bed, I bet. Now, guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Gambit Neo, and again, as I mentioned before, today I'm going to paint up Cammy's rest of the part. So I'm gonna airbrush her hair, most of it, and the part on her head, I'm going to actually hand paint it because I don't want to mask it up, or maybe I'm gonna mask it up. We will see when we get there. At the moment, I'm just gonna focus on this one. Yeah, Ron, looks like my printer has it's a bit of a problem. So the heating on the vat doesn't work. I cannot even turn it on. It doesn't give me the option. I already reached out to Anycubic, so because somehow the bat doesn't connect correctly, I tried to update the software. I tried to do all the things, clean down the contact with some alcohol. I proposed an alcohol, but still nothing. So I reached out to Anycubic, but they're not gonna get back to me till Monday. So let's see what's happened. I don't think it will be an easy fix. I think it's something wrong with the bat or the printer itself. Now on this one, I'm just gonna go really easily. Don't apply too much paint at once. And if you're new to my channel, just a quick one that I always say, I always apply 2 coats for my base color. Now, sometimes it's not needed, depends on the paint. But because here the primer, it's a black color, so definitely we will need that second coat. So yeah, that looks good for me now. Uh, okay, just guys give me a second. I forgot to grab my couple of my things, so I will have to fish it out. Of course, I brought everything up with my old printer, so I got them. Because now I don't have too much room, space in my room. Yeah, the preheating doesn't come up as an option, and the vat doesn't heat up at all. So even when you go into the menu to click it on, it just doesn't. And you know, at the start, uh, it shows you everything that's connected. Over there, it shows that the vat it's not connected, and I cannot connect it in any shape or form, unfortunately. So yeah, I was thinking that maybe he has the old software, so I was trying to update that. But no, he has the current software, so will not even update. So we will see when Anycubic is coming back to me to see what's happening. So that would be if they have to send me a new model, then that would be a little bit of a delay. I had to wait mostly like a week for this one, so and I need the heating because that was one of the reasons I picked this one up. Oh yeah, I'm sending it back. Yeah, I'm not keeping it. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna still do a print today because I have to do the big base, and then I clean out everything, and then that's it. I'm just waiting for any cubic to come back to me to see maybe they have some something that I didn't find. Like, but I looked everywhere. Other people they kind of had the same issues, but they don't have a fix for it. They just posted on YouTube and anywhere else that they have the problem, but nobody posted anything like how they fixed it. Today, ground affected stream for the first time, and I was trying to ask him, but he doesn't have an M7, so he didn't know either. And he told me kind of to go and reach out to them. I was like, yeah, but they already in the weekend, so they didn't answer. So I had to send them an email. So I have to wait for them till uh, Monday to get back. So I decided that till then I can do a printer too because the prints are coming out okay. Yeah, I saw a couple when I looked it up on the YouTube. Again, like first I was thinking it's just like an update problem that because it's a fresh printer, so maybe it's not updated. It's not at the current software, so that could be something. But then when I downloaded the software and I put it on the USB key and I inserted it, it already said that it's at the current software, so the newest one. You see, this was one of the reasons when I'm afraid to buy a new printer. This is the unknown, what I told you about, because you come across new problems that you didn't have with your old one. But of course, it happens, unfortunately. I had a Lego printer before, the Saturn II, and it will never print in the middle. It doesn't matter what you do to it, how you do it, it will never print. And back then, I reached out to Lego, and they kind of give me an answer. They didn't, kind of, one of those half-ass answers. They told me to try to put a different build plate on it. So they sent me two build plates, and I still have them, but the printer never worked correctly. And then somehow it's just they kind of stopped answering me. That was fun. So I had to return it to Amazon. Of course, Amazon done the refund. Hi, Bean. How are you today? Oh, yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh, and by the way, this one, when it came, it had a little bit of a damage, an indentation on the backside of the printer, but not on the box, only on the inside. So on the back plate, it was a little bit like kicked in or something like that. So I'm not happy about that either. So I was like, yeah, I was like trying to not look for a reason to send it back, but now because the heating doesn't work, I'm just gonna send it back. Hi guys, thank you very much for joining me. Now today I'm still working on the Cammy, and I think this will be the last day for her. So if everything goes well, I will manage to finish her. I literally just have the boots, the hair, the pouch on her side, and a little bit on her leg. She has a strap on her leg, so I will have to finish that one up. Otherwise, I'm really, really happy how she came out, how she looks. Now, if you're interested in the figures, I'm not sponsored by them, but it's from LA Figures. They're doing some amazing sculpts. They're doing back quality, so I really like them. They don't doing too many, but they are still a nice patron, and they're quite cheap as well, so they're not that expensive. Yes, it's the new printer. My heating system, the VAT, it doesn't work. So when I go into the menu, I'm gonna actually show it to you guys here live. It's gonna take a second. So I'm gonna move the camera. So sorry for the shaking camera for here for a second. So I'm gonna turn it on. Now it's gonna take a couple of seconds to load up. Now till it loads up, guys, if you have any questions, just please put it down in the chat, and I will try to answer them as much as possible. Now you see over here at the components, the VAT, the very first one is the VAT. It shows up that it's not connected. So when I click on it, it says not connected. So it's a connection with the VAT has a problem. And then when I come into the settings, oh no, wait, here, others. You see heating resin VAT. I don't even have this. I cannot even press it. So it's almost like not an option. Like it doesn't have a heating in it. And I even went to the software and wait a second, it's over here. So the software is the newest. It's 4.0.9.8. So this is the latest one. But again, it just doesn't seem to work. I tried. Yeah, I tried upgrading the firmware, the software on it as well, and it's not. It says that it's the option, so I don't know. On the back, I did click on the heating button, but I can't. It doesn't light up, so it's no option to press it. It doesn't show up as an active button. I did press on it, but it just doesn't come up. Look, I'm gonna try. Yeah, nothing happens. I cannot go in the menu or do anything with the heating. So yeah, I will have to wait till Monday to hear back from the guys because I don't. I think they finished. Even if when I sent them, it was said that they work till 6. I sent them at 2 o'clock, but it looked like they were already out of the office because I looked up the what time they still be gonna be there, but looked like they were already gone. Now, when you don't thin out down your paint correctly, like I did, because I got carried away by talking, some of the paint will sit in your airbrush, and it's a not good. So if your paint is too thick, it's gonna stuck in your airbrush, and then it's gonna cloud. It's gonna dry in there, and you're gonna have all sorts of problems. So make sure that you always thin down your paint. Yeah, the thing is as well, this one is connected to the internet, but I only can do it through the USB, and I put in the USB with the newest software on it, and then he was saying that it's not correct. What I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to reboot the whole printer later on and see how it goes with that. Hi, Louise, how are you? Thanks for joining. Oh, I didn't buy it from Amazon, so I bought this straight from Anycubic, so that will take me some time till they gonna get back to me, I presume. So on this one, guys, I could mask it up and paint it, but it's not as much hair, so I don't think it's any point me masking it up. I just gonna paint it with a brush really quickly, so I'm gonna do that instead of putting all the mask up, and then I always a little bit cautious with the face because that's the only part that you don't want to repaint. You want it done once and good. So I'm just gonna put some paint out. Maybe I will have to give 2 coats, but I'm okay with that. And it doesn't matter. I'm doing it with the brush because I'm going to do some contrast yellow after. So that's gonna clear it up really nicely. So you're not gonna see anything from the brush. And it's again, it's just a little bit of hair. It's not too much. So this will work out for me faster than doing the whole masking. Another thing that I discovered today. Oh, hi Louise. Sorry, I didn't know. Oh man, it's so nice to have you in the chat. Thanks for joining. Amazing figure, man. I love it. I cannot say more better things about your page at the moment. I really, really love it. By the way, I hope you do more Street Fighters because I'm going to do a series about them. I know you have already a couple of them come out, but if you keep doing them, I'm gonna keep painting them up. So count me in for that one. Yeah, guys, check out the LA figures on Patreon. This guy makes some amazing figures. He's here in the chat at the moment, so if you have any question to him, go ahead. Ask anything that you want. I'm pretty sure he's going to be more than happy to answer all the questions to you. Something that I discovered today, uh, you know the masking putty that I use? I specifically tried out something. So I put some iProposal alcohol on it, and just watch out because that breaks it down. So the putty that I'm using, the type I'm using, is from Green Stuff. And if you put any alcohol, iProposal alcohol on it, and it just breaks it down, and it becomes like a really sticky gooey. So that should be mindful. For example, don't use that type of masking for alcohol inks. I almost wanted to use it. I had some piece over here left over, and today I specifically just put some alcohol on it, and yeah, the whole thing become something else. Thank you. Uh, what's your next figure for the next month, if you don't mind spoil it here? I know usually you're saying it on the end of your month, kind of you bring out the next one, but if you want to do a little bit spoiler over here, Louise, I will not mind. But only if you want to. Don't feel pressure. It's okay. If not, people can go to your Patreon, LA Figures, and they can find it out there. I done your Phoenix as well back in the days, and I wanted to do a different base for her, but then I give up, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna keep it your original base. Yes, I know Akuma is coming now. I can't wait for that one as well. And I have to say, your work just become better and better. I've been following you for some time. I always liked your style because you had a lot of X-Mens, and I'm a big X-Men fan, so I'm painting a lot of X-Mens. And your evolution, man, in the figures, it's amazing. You just become better and better. I still have to download the Banjo Kazooie. I still didn't get that one. I have to have a look at it. I still didn't get a chance. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry. Oh, I missed a part over here. And then just come back in a bit and then give a couple coats. Again, I just didn't want to mess this one up, but you feel free to mess up whatever you want. It's how much time you put in your model, that's up to you and nobody else. I sometimes try to skip if it's possible, and again, because this is such a small part of the hair, and then you're not going to see it as much, so that's why I decided to do it with the brush. Again, I'm gonna have to come back and give a couple of coats. Now the second coat will cover even better, so that will even better, and then the third coat, if I need, then that's gonna do it. But again, after this, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of high AC quid. Yes, I do sell my paints once they're complete. I have to be honest with you. If you're interested in anything, you can find me on Instagram, Gambit Neo One. go there, give me a DM, and we can go over if you're interested in something. But yes, I do sell my prints. Uh, I I have a lots of that. I'm really attached to it. But again, if anybody interested, yeah, give me a shout, and then we can work out something. Now I'm in Europe, so that's the only thing. If you maybe you're from the United States, maybe you want to find somebody from there to buy the models. Otherwise, you will have to pay some tariffs. My good friend, the 3D painter, it's over here. He's from the States. So if you're interested something from the States, from him, you can check him out as well. You can find him on Instagram as well, and he has a YouTube channel. He's streaming almost every day of the week. So go and check out his channel as well, but not yet. After I'm finished. Ooh, that would be cool. Like, I'm gonna butcher his name. Dal Dal Shin. Yeah, that would be cool. I would love to paint that one as well up. And again, Luis, I hope you do some X-Men down on the road more. I would love a nice Gambit. He's one of my favorites. And I find people always they do just a basic Gambit, or it's overly done, kind of in a way. So yeah, if you ever want to do some more X-Men. Oh, wait a second. You did actually do a Gambit. You do done more like a museum pose on him. A nice action pose will be nice. You're welcome, AC Quid. If you have any questions, guys, put it down in the chat. You can even direct message me on Instagram if you want. You can find me on most of the social medias, but I'm mostly active on the Instagram. So go and check it out over there. You can always see my work if you're interested on something, and if you want to get it, let me know. I do commissions as well, so if you're interested in something that I don't have, I'm pretty sure we can work it out as well. Now, only problem is I don't let the paint dry enough, so I'm gonna finish it here a little bit, and then let it dry, and then I'm gonna start working on the other parts of the hair. Yeah, that would be great, man, because I like how your statues are coming out now. I like the anatomy of the body and everything, and I like your poses as well. You grow a lot lately, so I like the new pose that you do. Like back in the day, you had a little bit more simple ones, but now they're really cool. So yeah, keep up the good job. As long as you do something that I like or something that's really cool, which you always do something cool, I'm gonna try paint up as many as I can. But I always like to do something different. So sometimes I just take a little bit of a break. Like for example, I'm doing lots of superheroes, but now I just wanted to do something again, as I mentioned, different. Because if I just do the same things, then sometimes people lose interest, and we always want those subscribers. Hi Renato. The figure, this one, it's 1.5 scale. So it's between 1.6 and 1.4 quarter scale. So I'm doing my figures a little bit bigger, but not too big because that was my old printer, the Saturn 3 Ultra. That was the max that I could print. So most of my figures is 1.5 scale, which is pretty cool because you can put more details in it. But it's I find it sometimes the 1/6 scale, it's a little bit too small. So now I'm just gonna go over with a tiny coat for the second coat for the hair parts. And then I'm gonna do the pouch on her eye. Prepare that one as well for paint. Now just remember that always with the airbrush you can get a more even coat. So it's always easier with the airbrush. But if you have just a brush, you can still do the same work. I started mine when I started doing statues. My very first one was a Wolverine. I still have it to this moment, and it was all brush painted up. Now, of course, it wasn't the best because back then I didn't know how to paint big scale statues. But then you kind of get used to it. Yeah, at the moment I painted up three gambits, and it's the same with Phoenix. So more Phoenix and gambits I get, more I paint them up. So my first gambit was from Wicked as well, the same as the 3D painter. The second one, don't remember the guy name. He's doing some cool models as well, but he's doing more like gallery poses. And then I done the Z Studio Gambit, but that one has to be a little bit modified because it was laying too forward. So I didn't like that, so I made some modification on it. And then on that one, I added the Rogue to the statue as well. So you can check out that one, the pictures and everything on Instagram, or a full video how I painted Rogue and Gambit on my YouTube channel. So yeah, usually I don't mind painting up Gambits and Phoenixes. So those are my and cables. I painted three cables up at the moment. I did one and I did give it away, giveaway, and a really nice guys from Poland got lucky who got it. So that was an easy one to send as well, and he really liked it. Now he was a little bit surprised how big my statues are because again I'm painting them a little bit at a bigger scale. So he didn't expect it to be that big. And again, because I was talking, I forgot to thin down the paint. So let me put some thinner in it. Guys, it's really important to thin down your paint if it's a little bit too thick. It's gonna make your life way more easier. And because I'm focusing on the chat as well, sometimes I forgot to do the right thing. So again, thin down your paints. You don't want it to be too thick because it's gonna stuck in the airbrush. Then it's going to dry. Or if you don't notice it, you do a different paint. You don't clean it out correctly, and then you're gonna do a mess. So it's just gonna give you more headache on the long run, which I don't think anybody needs. Now, Ron, another thing that I noticed with the printer, because again, I'm just kind of test printing now as much as I can with it. They stuck really strongly to the plate, so I had to reduce my exposure time for the bottom layer. And if you don't mind me asking you, what is your exposure time for the bottom layers? Thank you guys very much for choosing to join my stream. I'm still a little bit new to this, so this is my second week that I'm streaming, and I have to say I really, really like it. It's something that I think I'm going to keep doing in the future. Now, at the moment, I'm a little bit stressed on time because I'm still doing my videos weekly, but I want to stream as well. So none of my videos that I'm doing on stream can be the same model because I only have to work on them on the stream. Now on the Cammy, I done a couple of small things here and there, but nothing too major. But from now on, I'm gonna try to do all of the model on the stream, even if it takes a little bit longer. So all the new people to the hobby, they can see the full process and how long it's going to take. Maybe next week, I'm gonna do a couple of the how I'm doing my cuts. So if anybody is interested to do his own digital cuts, join in on the next streams. Usually I do it with ZBrush. Now I try to do some sculpting in ZBrush. I'm not the best ZBrush user. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm a professional, but I'm learning slowly. So the cuts are just simple, more minimal cuts. Nothing too big. It's nothing fancy, but simple cuts. I can do them, and then I done a key as well that it's really handy. So if you want to do some basic cuts because the print doesn't go on your plate, please join in and check it out. Yes, wait a second, Luis. I'm going to show you the base. It's right over here. So the base and the torso, it's already done, and the skin. So over here, over the camera. So the base, it's fully done. And then with the skin tone, I tried something new the last time that I was here, and I like it. Now I'm testing to work on something that I want to do. So on this one, I just used a red one, but on the next one, I'm going to use a bluish as well, uh, like ink or some wash on it. So I'm going to thin it really down. So at the moment, this is what I have to do. So at the moment on the cami, it's only the boots left, the tie over here, the belt on the tie, and the pouch, and then the hair. And when everything is finished, the very last thing I'm going to do is going to be her eyes. But except that one, everything is done. The gloves are done. So on the on gauntlets, I used a chrome. Then I spray a little bit of a candy apple ink, which I saw it from ground affected. And then I done some scratches, and then the glove is just red and the same. I really like how it came out. So now I'm gonna do it because I want to do the same color as I did it on the harness. So I'm gonna use the same black and blue paint. So this one from Pro Acrylic Monumentum, and in the end, I'm gonna put some brown on the straps, and then some silver. So this will be the easiest to do. It's just like straight up, nothing too fancy. I just want it to be this kind of the same color. Now for this one, for example, I'm not gonna give it two coats. I just use this color to be exactly the same as the other one. At the start, I wanted to leave it gray blue or black blue, but then I changed my mind. So now I just have to match it up. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Being to Ron, I noticed that this one, the M7, I use the same settings, but it went just a little bit yellowish, not too much. But I'm going to show it here on the camera. So it has a little bit. You can see. So this is not cured yet, and it looks perfectly right. But it's a little bit darker. It's a little bit more yellowish than the Saturn one. So I still had to need. I think I need to turn down the exposure for just a little bit. And then I have a piece somewhere. I don't know where I put it now. That it's actually cured. But even on the Saturn, so Ben, you're gonna see when you cure it, just cure it for 1.5 minutes. The final cure, okay? Don't cure it more because that's gonna go more yellow. Uh, and even mine went a little bit yellow, but in a couple of days, even if it goes a little bit yellow, in a couple of days, the whiteness will come back. So don't worry about that. So yeah, definitely the setting works. Oh, anytime, Louise. Like I told you, like you just keep making the nice models that you do, and I'm not saying I'm gonna paint up all of them straight up, but I'm gonna try to do as much as possible because I really, really like your anatomy of your sculpts. They look really, really cool. And again, your Patreon as well. It's quite cheap, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know you don't provide as many models than the other Patreons, but your models are high quality, so I'm really, really happy with you. And I don't know how many people you have over there, but you definitely deserve more. So, guys, again, as I'm saying it every video this week now, if you're interested, check out LA Figures, amazing artist. Now, I have a couple of prints already printed out. I always like to work ahead. Come back next time whenever you have some time, Louise. You're more than welcome. Thank you very much again for joining. By the way, with the APA, I don't think that has anything to do with it. But what I do as well with the clear resin, so in the final APA, that's the cleanest one. I leave it for an hour, 2 or 3, sometimes depends on the piece, how big it is. If it's something small and more fragile, I leave it less, of course. But if it's something bigger and sturdy, I leave it more in the APA. So I leave it sometimes even 3 hours. But depends how big is the piece. Now, I know some of the resins start breaking down, absorbing the alcohol, but I didn't notice this one today because it's ABS. So I think it's a little bit tougher than, sorry, a little bit tougher than a normal resin. Now, guys, if you just join in, thank you very much for choosing my channel. My name is Gambit Neo, and please hit that like button. It's much appreciated. And we want to stay in the good grace of the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm. And it does really like that like. So thank you very much again, everybody, for choosing Gambit Neo Air Flights. Just sit back and relax and hit that like button. Don't forget about the like button. Thank you. So what are you gonna do, Bean? You're gonna put some lights in Bumblebee? It's 40 seconds. Oh, mine was 35, and I reduced it to 30 now. I think the original was 40. But again, the first print that I done on the M7 Max, I took them down really good. But on the second print, like the piece that was on the bottom, he had to like break it up. It was quite tough. Like he really stick to the build plate. I never had such big difficulties removing a print from the build plate. Oh, you're doing lights, and you're gonna do lights just in the eyes, or you're gonna do it in the weapon or some other parts as well. I think he has some lights in his knees as well. But I remember ground effect that he just did the lights in the eyes as well, as far as I remember. Now I keep mentioning ground affected because I saw only him painting up the bumblebee, so he's the only one that I can reference. If anybody else did paint it up, show me your work. You can send it to my Instagram. It's the same. It's Gambit Neo One, and I will be happy to see your work, guys. So if any of you doing some amazing work, please don't mind showing it off. Send me a hi on my Instagram, and I will check out your work. Yeah, but you see, sometimes depends on the lights. You just can do a small hole around the lights through it, kind of in a way, and then put UV resin on the top of the lights. And then in time, if the lights are stopped working, then I mean, yeah. But otherwise, you can just put some, make a hole, bring out the light, and then just put some UV resin on the top of the light. See, sometimes you don't have to reprint the whole thing in translucent. So think about that as well, Bean, because that could be a lot of work if you try to reprint a big part. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure the resin is still expensive in Netherlands as well. They don't give it for free. Okay, now, so this will be kind of done. I think this will do. Again, we have her hat as well, and then the hat will cover most of the hair, so you don't see too much on the head. Let me grab the hat. So it's over here. So I already have this one painted up. So as you can see, I mean, you can see the hair quite good. Okay, so I'm gonna give another coat then. Yeah, we'll definitely give another coat. Now, if I don't hit this with the airbrush, again, it will take me more time to mask it up, but it will be done already. So you have your downs and ups with painting by hand. It's a little bit more precise. You don't do as many mistakes, especially if the mask by any chance moves away the putty. So now I'm gonna try to see. Yeah, because there's so many people, like even sometimes they join in the chat that they actually have a lot of work, and then it's not really a way to see them. Uh, Guys, if you have Discord channel as well, you can find me on Discord as well. You can send it over there as well. I will be more than happy to have a look at your work. Now I'm gonna try this contrast yellow just to see how it's going to look. Is this a little bit too bright? What do you think, guys? It's a bit bright. I think I'm going to do the wash. The contrast paint, it's a little bit too strong for the hair. I don't know. It doesn't come out as I will imagine. So you know what? I'm gonna put some wash and try out to see the difference. So I'm gonna use this yellow Cassandora yellow from Citadel and see how this one looks, because I think the contrast Imperial Fist, it's a little bit too strong. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the yeah, I'm gonna go with this with the wash. The contrast, it's a bit too strong for me. It's a little bit too bright. Or I could choose a third option. Let me test that one out as well. If I'm here, I can use a different one. And because I'm rushing, I messed up all my paints. Now, this will be a little bit darker, so I don't think maybe this will not work as good. But again, I'm gonna repaint. I'm gonna spray some more of the base color over here, so I don't mind at the moment. I just want to try it out to see how it's going to look. Yeah, makes it a little bit more brownish. Hmm. So what you guys think? So I'm gonna try to close it up. So this is the Imperial, the contrast paint, which I think a little bit too strong. And then here we have the Cassandra yellow from Citadel, and then we have the Sephiroth. I'm we're gonna have this brownish one here on the side. And to be honest, I think I'm gonna go with this one. So this here looks a little bit better. It's not as blonde. This one here, it's almost goldish at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna paint up the other one, let this one dry a little bit, and then paint over it. Now, guys, if you just join in. Thank you for choosing me. I'm doing Cammy from Street Fighter, and if you're interested in the files, it's from LA Figures, and it's almost finishing up at the moment, so we don't have too much left. So I think today we will have time to finish all up the whole statue. So at the moment, I'm doing some shading on her hair. If you have some questions, please feel free to put them in the chat, and I will try to go through them. By the way, Ron, are you streaming today? Because I know you didn't stream for the last 2 days, I think. Yeah, this looks okay to me. If I need, maybe if it goes a little bit too dark, I can do some more brighter highlights. But I do like it this way at the moment, so I'm gonna use this one, the Sephiroth wash from Citadel. Yeah, this works better because I don't want it to be that too bright yellow. I want it to look a little bit more natural. And as I mentioned before, guys, thanks for joining. And if you have any works done and you would like to show it off, please send it to my Instagram. I would love to check out your works to see what are you doing, or if you have any questions. Again, if you're interested in my models, go on, uh, send me a DM, and we can work it out. Even if I don't have the model, I can still take commissions and paint it up for you, the size and the colors that you want. And I'm living in the EU, so just a heads up on that one. Now, I'm pretty sure if you want something from the States, so you don't have to pay the tariffs, which at the moment they are, as far as I know, quite high. There are lots of people out there that can do it for you. We have the 3D painter in the chat as well, and he's from the US, so you can check out his work. He's really, really amazing, and he does some cool lights effects as well. So you're into that, check him out as well. He's streaming usually a couple of hours after I finish. Now it depends on the time I'm finishing. And the Bean 3D over here, he's doing some cool videos as well. So check out his videos as well. He's gonna soon start painting up Bumblebee from Transformers, and that's from Z Studios. And it's a huge project. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wanted to paint him up. I took 2 seconds at the files, and I went, okay, maybe some other time because it's a huge project. You have to be really courageous to do that one. To be honest, I know Ground Affected. He done it back in the day when the files came out. So yeah, go check them out, guys. They're doing some amazing work as well. And then if you're interested in anything, give me a shout on Instagram and we can work something out. So at the moment, I'm finishing up Cammy's hair from Street Fighter. And if you didn't see my previous videos, I did upload them on my YouTube channel, so you can check them out. I finished painting up the whole base, the skin color, and just a couple of parts left for today. So probably I'm gonna try to finish it up, but I'm not gonna rush. So rushing never helps because then you forget some small things, small details, and that's never good. So I'm gonna see how I'm going, and if it's needed, then I'm going to finish it up on Monday. But probably on the Monday, I'm gonna start a new project. So just remember, guys, I'm going to try to live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that will be 6 o'clock here in the Europe. That's London time. So please check out the live stream whenever you can. It's much appreciated. And just hit that like button as well. The algorithm really likes it, and it helps out smaller channels. So thank you very much for doing that. And again, if you have any questions, go on, put it down in the chat, and I will try to answer them. And then we have a couple more artists over here as well. So if I don't know something specific, then they can help out as well. Feel free, anybody, to join in. Now I just make sure that the wash goes everywhere, so it's nice and even. So you don't want it to put too much to pour over, but you don't want pieces to kind of be left out. Now with the wash, you always kind of have to be careful because they can pour in the smallest crevices and then makes your statue look a little bit weird. But if you're careful and you work it out in time before it dries, then it's okay. Now, I didn't decide exactly what's my next project. It could be that from Tanuki's Darksiders. It's one of my favorite video games. Or it could be Goto from Jujutsu Kaisen. It's a really cool anime and manga. You can check it out. There are quite a lots of people watching them, so there's quite a big hype about them. I already done a Gojo, so I'm going to do a Ghetto now, and then we will see who's going to be next. I'm waiting for some files to be delivered to me. There will be another Gojo and Tojo as well. So that would be really cool as well. It's a big, cool project. So I can't wait to get my hands on those files and start printing. Now, I always print ahead a little bit, so I never leave the prints for the last. So I like to wait for my prints to dry out. Oh, and I forgot to clean out my airbrush. And that's never good. So, Bean, how much you still have left to print from Bumblebee? Did you finish, or you still have a couple of parts? Because you told me that you start printing the clear resin. I know you have two printers, so it's a little bit easier on that side for you. Okay, and I'm gonna put some more base color on the hair where I tried out the different washes. Okay, I'm gonna leave this to dry over there, and I'm gonna do the rest of the hair. And once that dries, we're gonna finish that one up as well. Ooh, that's great. Everything is printed. How much resin did that print take you? The whole bumblebee. I'm pretty sure it took some couple of bottles. Because I know that's a huge print. And then depends on the scale as well. Now, I live in Ireland, so here the houses are quite small, so I have to sell a couple of my statues away so I can make space for new ones, or I really have to cut down on the printing size. Almost 3 liters. So my scales are quite big, but usually it depends now. But I never takes me more than a liter on my prints. So 3 liters on that one, and it's hollowed out. That's huge. And those are not including the translucent because the translucent just on the head, right? Almost 4 liters. Ooh. Now we're just getting up and up on the numbers. Yeah, that piece is huge. I can't wait to see how you're gonna do the metal color on it. Like that's the most interested. So make sure you do some nice videos and you record it and post it, because I never done yellow metallics at the moment. So I'm quite curious to see how it's going to look. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the head. So here I will have to watch out a little bit how I'm doing the wash, because I don't want it to go on tone skin. So this one, always make sure that you take your time and you don't rush, because otherwise the wash can run down on the skin tone and then ruin your whole paint. Now I did give a clear coat, but again, better to watch out and don't make mistakes, then something goes wrong and then you will have to redo the whole thing, because otherwise you're going to regret. And another good tip that I will give you: if you notice a small imperfection or something that you think that's going to bother you down on the road, fix it then. Don't wait for it, because sometimes you forget to go back, and then when it's all finished, all said and done, you're just gonna regret not going back and doing it in time. It did happen to me as well. I had a figure that kind of was a little bit rushing to finish it. I noticed a couple of support marks, and I didn't do them in time. And then after I painted it all up, I noticed, but it was a little bit too late because everything was glued together. And I regret that, never finishing it. So that would be a good tip, guys. If you see any marks or anything that you're not happy, do it when you see it, because more you leave it, more probably will be that you forgot about it. And then when you notice it again, it's just gonna be one of those that is gonna bother you. In the end of the day, if it's not a commission that you have to finish in time, it doesn't matter how much time you spend on it, as long as you're enjoying yourself. And I think that's all that matters. Hey, payment stream. Oh, so it started to bend down and snag. Yeah, you know that even if you print it out hollow, you can use a two-part epoxy resin and then fill in a couple of the holes and fill up the parts. Usually, I try the parts that they have the key that keys inside the base to leave them in one part. But if it's a part too big, then I'm gonna fill them in with two-part epoxy resin, like 5 or 10 minutes curing resin, so it gives you some time to pour it in on a hole. So that's usually what I do. 2 millimeter walls are not bad. I use 2.1, and I think that's a decent wall size. They're quite strong, I'm gonna be honest with you. So that's heavy as F. And did you glue it already together? Oh, by the way, I just realized max quality on the Saturn, it's okay. But max quality on the Anycubic M7 Max, it's not okay on the slicer, because on the Anycubic, it actually gives you holes. So I realized max quality on the Anycubic slicer, it's way different than on the Cheeto Box slicer. I just learned that lesson on my current print that I'm doing, and that is Broly from Dragon Ball. I did bring up the quality to 10, and I got these really, really nice holes inside the print. I'm gonna show you guys to see what I'm talking about in a second. And the thing is, it's all over the print, so I cannot even use that because I'm afraid that if any uncured resin is in, because I always put the torch inside my print, so try to cure all of the resin as possible. But now I'm afraid that by accident some resin is gonna pour out, and that will gonna be really, really bad. So yeah, I'm gonna show it to you now, guys, because I have here two perfect examples that I have to reprint because of the infill that I didn't know. So I like to put my prints in here. So you see, this is fully cured. Now this has just a little bit yellowing to it, but not too much. Like I know tomorrow the yellowing is gonna go away. It's not gonna be there anymore. But it's a tiny bit after I do the final cure, and I do only 1.5 minutes. So this is a full piece because you see this is the key. So always my key that keys into the base. I'm trying to leave it as a full piece, but if it's too big, for example, if it's too chunky, I'm still going to hollow it out. I do an infrastructure in it, so I'm going to do the infill kind of in a way. I do it the infill on all my prints, and then I'm just going to tap up the holes and put in 2 parts epoxy resin in that piece. I always do that on the parts. So let me find. Oh, it's not here. Where did I put the hair? Give me a second to find the hair that has the problem. Over here, I did find them. So I don't know how much the camera will pick up, but you can already see it over here. So this is because how much of the quality of the walls I did. So it has a hole here, has a hole here, there. He has another one over there, another one over there. And then he has lots of them here between. You can even see the light is just going through here. And he has a couple of holes that actually I cannot close it up. He has another hole over there. I'm trying to show it off the camera, but I don't know how much it picks up. He has another one over here. It has so many holes in it that I said I'm just look. I'm going to reprint it and then just move away from this one. And this is another print as well. The same. This is from a different head, and this one has the holes as well. So he has a huge hole over there. On this one, you can see over there as well. There. So on the Anycubic slicer, higher you go with the quality on the inside, worse it makes it. So I done then a couple of normal prints, and I have no problems because I lowered the quality. So if you guys are interested to see how big is this guy, he's huge, and this is 1.6 scale. So it's not even the big size that I'm doing usually, but because he's really, really big. So this is just his legs and so he's gonna be a chunky big guy. Now the torso I had to reprint because that was failed, and that was on my side because I never used any cubic slicer, so it was the first time that I used it over here. And then yeah, that didn't come out correctly. And I have the arms already here. I have the magnets, so I can change out the hands. So I'm happy with that, how it came out. And now I have everything over here. Like, for example, this hat, I have to reprint it as well because the earrings didn't come out. I didn't support. This was my fault. And now everything here with the gray, I was printed on my old printer, so on the Saturn. I only printed the clear, so these parts on the new printer. And I have a couple more of them that still has to be cured. I just didn't have time because I had to start the live stream, so I did leave it a little bit for later. And now let's get back to what I was doing. So finish. Oh, I forgot to put this. I'm gonna put it back afterwards. So yeah, guys, just watch out with the quality. I almost done printing Cammy. Oh, you're doing the same. Oh, that's nice. So, yeah. Now, I want to see. I'm gonna follow you and see your Cammy because I'm quite curious how you're gonna to do it. Or what size are you printing it at the moment? If you don't mind me asking you. So now I'm just continuing here with this final part over here. So I'm gonna just apply some wash. Lightsaber LED. Okay, I want to see that as well. The 3D painter does some really cool LED lights as well for the lightsaber. So I want to see if you do something similar that he does, or you do it something different. Because I want to do a Star Wars character as well, and I want to do lightsaber, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do Ron's method for now, because that I really like how he does it. So I'm gonna check out yours as well. Ooh, 175. Let me check how. I don't know how much I went up. Let me try check it really quickly, so I can have like a kind of to see what size I went up. Sorry guys, I'm gonna be a little bit off camera till I find this, and of course my PC now it's because I'm streaming in a couple of places. So I'm streaming on Twitch as well. It goes a little bit slower than I would like, to be honest. So let's find LA figures. Ooh, I don't know what size I went up. That's strange. It's usually I always save a file that says how much I did go up in scale, but can't find it for Cammy for some reason. I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere. I'm gonna try to find it for the next time, and I let you know. Yeah, I think it's like yeah, it's a little bit on the smaller size. I'm not sure how much I scaled it up, but I think it's really close to what you did anyway. I'm gonna check it out, and I'm gonna let you know next time how much I did. You know, it's one of those things. I have so many files on my PC, and when you're looking for something specific, then it's the thing that you don't find. Usually, I know where I put all my files, but because with this one I done printing, I'm kind of moving them in the separate folder. So if I ever have to reprint them, I have everything done. So I don't have to do the supports and everything like that. I always try to do my supports. I don't. Some of the artists they're really good with the supports, but I have my own way to doing them. And yeah, I found it out now that actually the any cubic slicer. The sports are really, really easy to do. The slicer is way better than the one I was using before. So I'm quite happy with that one. Now, every slicer, they have different settings. So when you move slicers, make sure that you get kind of familiar with it. Yeah, the 3D artist, like with his lightsabers and lights, he's really good. I said that I'm gonna start doing some lights as well, and I can blame him for that. But at the moment, I'm just going easy. But I'm gonna start doing it at one point as well. But at the moment, I'm not doing any lights. I think I have my hands full already with so many things. So adding lights will just add more work to it. I feel like already I'm taking too much time away from my family sometimes, and to be honest, I'm not too happy about that. So I'm trying to keep it as simple sometimes as possible. Thank God my wife is an angel and she kind of understands what I'm trying to do here, what I'm trying to build. So she always supports me and she helps me, which is amazing. And now, after this, I'm just gonna do a couple more things on her hair, and that's mostly done. I just have to leave it to dry, give it a clear coat, of course, and then finish it up. Now, I'm not gonna glue the hair in because if I ever want to sell this statue, so I want to ship it, I don't want it to damage because that would be the first part to break in packaging because they're not as fragile or small. It's just they're standing a little bit too much out because they are quite long. So I don't want it to break. Even now, I said all my statues that I'm making. Before I used to glue all the statues together. So now I'm gluing only the parts that they need to be glued, and I'm trying to use magnets where it makes sense to use magnets. So I'm doing if I'm doing some interchangeable parts, then I'm gonna do the magnets, which again I found really easy in the new Anycubic slicer to do the magnets holes. So now I'm just gonna work smartly a little bit, and I'm gonna do the magnet holes before I actually print it, because I'm using ABS like resin only. But I find it when you try to drill some holes, if the resin it's the part when you try to do the hole, it's if it's too small, you still can crack, and then it just sometimes creates a whole nother nightmare. Now, when you're applying the wash, just make sure before it dries that you go back and make sure that the wash is nice and even, because you don't want it to stay too much in one place. So always go back, especially when you do it with the brush, and just make sure it's nice and even out everywhere. The face, I did it with the skin, so it's not finished yet. I'm going to show it to you now. Uh, I only need to do the eyes on the face, and that's it. But I'm going to do the eyes. I always leave the eyes for the last, so when everything is ready and she's up standing, then I'm going to do the eyes. But everything else is done. I think it was the last time, the sixth one. So this is the face for the moment. So it's mostly done, and again, it's just the eyes that. Oh, I have to do her eyebrows. I forgot about the eyebrows, so I'm gonna do the eyebrows after this. You see, thank you for reminding me. If you don't ask me about the face, I don't even realize that I didn't do the eyebrows. So thank you, thank you. I love that how much people in the chat they have their own projects going. It's so amazing. And everybody who's just joined in, thank you very much for choosing to watch my stream. I really, really appreciate it. And I will appreciate even more if you hit that like button. It helps out a lot. It's a small thing for you, but it's a huge for the YouTube algorithm. And more people like yourselves that they want to consume this content will find me this way because the algorithm will start putting me more in the spotlight. So that will be great for the channel. I'm trying to grow the channel as much as possible. It's a little bit hard these days because there's so many great content creators. So it's a bit hard sometimes, but we try to do our best. So if you don't mind sharing this channel with your friends, your family, it will be much appreciated again. And thank you. And sorry for me keep asking, but it's almost like the YouTube without saying that we kind of almost have to beg for the likes. So thank you again. Yes, I'm the same as well. Like even with this tone skin, I'm trying something out. I'm trying to do my own way. I'm gonna be honest with you. My tone skin it's always changing from model to model because depends how much skin you can see. Now on Cammy over here, I tried something new out and I really like it. Now nobody has to do it the same way I do it. Again, I'm just testing the waters to see what works better for me. I even tried out back in the days the zenithal highlights and the pink to brush pink under it. It doesn't really work for me. It's not something that fits with my style, so I'm not liking that. So now I see something different. So I'm trying to do that one as well. And I'm probably on the next model, I'm gonna do it differently. And depends if it's a male or a female as well, because female and male skin tones, you not don't want them to be the same. You want them to be a little bit different. Males, they will be a little bit more darker, if you ask me, and the girls will be more a little bit reddish. But then again, it's depends on the pose, on the location where they are. So it's a couple of things that you have to take in consideration. But again, so here's the head, and again, thank you very much for reminding me to ask about the face because this way I found that I didn't do the eyebrows, so I have to do those ones now. And this is the fun part always because you don't want to mess it up here. I already did give a clear coat. So if I'm making any mistakes, that will be an easy fix. Now I've been doing this for over 5 years now, and I have to say I'm still learning a lot as well. Yeah, that as well, like the makeups. Yeah, I'm not good with makeups as well. I always try to do something come up, but that's where I find that female painters are really good and they're shining in the makeup category. They like I watched some of them like making some amazing makeups for women that actually make sense. And for me, I will never even think it to do it that way. Now that came out good. So now I'm gonna do the second one. And this is a really important part that you do them. Now they are mostly sculpted in, but you have to watch out to kind of do them the same way because uh, Depends on the facial expression. They could be a little bit different, but if you make them way different, that is just gonna look weird. So this is the part that is the hardest, that you have to make sure that they are identical in size and shape. So this looks good to me. This came out with no problem. So I'm gonna soon stop here with this because I don't want to mess it up. You know, like sometimes more you touch up something, worse you make it. And I'm happy with this one. Now, I don't know how much the camera picks up, but let me catch up a little bit with the chat. Yeah, uh, yeah, this is all good. And yeah, definitely, as the 3D painter says, you have to do different skin tone on both of them. You cannot do the same style. And again, depends on the character as well, the background as well. Most of the time, it's now I'm gonna try to put on the hat and see how it looks. So the hat, it's over here. That looks great to me. It looks good. And then when the eyes are done, it's perfect. And then we're gonna put the front part of her hair in as well. Here we go. And yeah, I think that looks perfect. I really like the hair. Carl, what do you guys think? Hi, Simi Simi. Thanks for joining. Okay, then. I'm gonna call this done for the moment. So I'm gonna give a clear coat to it. So because I don't want by accident to make something that I'm going to regret and I have to repaint. Okay, so we have the clear coat over here. I'm gonna put this ones out of the way. Clean my brush, make sure it's nice and clean. Give it a good shake. Now, my next character will be definitely not a female, so he's going to be a male. So on that one, I don't have too much skin, and the one that I have with skin, it's it's a different skin. It will be a purpley skin, so I cannot do skin too much on those ones. But I'm gonna try to pick up something, another female soon, something that I want to paint up, and then I can do more testing on that one. Now I'm gonna see this how it looks when it's all dried. So I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna do a little bit dry brushing on top of it. We will see. At the moment, I'm just gonna give a quick clear coat just to protect what I did so far. Oh yeah, probably today will be the day we will see how it goes. So far, everything went fine. So should be no delays. I don't even actually know what time it is. Okay, we still have time, yeah. But in the worst case, if I'm not finishing it today, it will be Monday, but I think I can manage it. So now this one has a clear coat, so I just need to do the red spots at the end of her hair. Oh, this is done as well. So this has the clear coat. Oh, I have to do the clear coat on her fist. Oh, I just remembered that I have to do something else. I have to do the. I don't know what exactly they are on her thighs. She has those the almost like the green tattoo or the green marks. If anyone knows what those are called, just put it down in the chat, please. Because I don't think they are tattoos. Makeup. I'm gonna call them makeup. Green makeup on her thighs. Now, usually, what I like to do, I like to take a wet wipe and just clean the cup out as much as possible. And now, because I used the varnish, I'm gonna clean out the varnish properly because this is the first thing that gets dry in. Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be done today. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do the paint ups on her leg, the marks, the makeup, whatever you want to call it. It's some green, nice green lines. I don't know if I'm gonna have the time to do that, but I'm gonna try to do those as well. If not, that will be the last thing that I'm gonna do on Monday. Or in worst case, I'm gonna do a quick video about it and just post it up over the weekend. So it's gonna be one of those. You'll see how much time I have. I still have to finish up the boots, and then I have a belt on her thigh and the pouch that she has on the side. On the pouch, I don't have too much work, so that will be the next one that I'm gonna finish up. And I'm gonna grab the wet palette. So the last time I used this contrast Cygor brown on the harness, so I'm gonna use the same on the pouch because I wanted kind of to match up the colors. Now this one, I'm just gonna do it as fast as possible with a brush. I'm not gonna put this to the airbrush. It's no point. It's a really small piece, and it really doesn't matter how good it's done because this brown it just covers up anything anyway. And then I will have to do the belt on this one with some brown and some silver, and yeah, that's kind of we're gonna done in a couple of minutes. And then I'm gonna turn all my focus towards the boots. Or maybe I'm gonna do the belt first. I'm not sure. We will see. So I'm gonna dry this one up a little bit. I'm gonna use the airbrush to dry it up really quick. I don't want to waste too much time in letting it dry. Now, guys, thank you very much for joining my stream. My name is Gambit Neo, and I'm painting off Cammy from Street Fighter. And I'm almost on the finish line with this one. So thanks for joining in. If you missed any of the videos, I did upload them on YouTube, so you can go and check them out. They are really, really cool. And please, if you find something that you like, give it a like button, hit it, give it a subscribe as well. I post a video every week. At the moment, I'm working on cable on my main channel videos, so that's gonna come soon. Finishing it up. That could be a three-part video as well because it's so long, and I'm trying to keep the videos as much as possible, not to cut them up too much, but sometimes it's almost impossible. So again, thanks for hitting the like button, much appreciated. And now with this one, I'm gonna keep it quite simple, nothing too fancy. I'm just gonna do the two straps over here with brown and silver. And as soon as I find my brown, which I use for the harness as well. Okay, I did find it. That was quick. So this is the same brown that I use for the harness, so some of the parts for the belt. So I'm gonna use the same one here as well. Now, guys, what you gonna do for Father's Day this Sunday? Do you have any plans already? Sorry if by any chance you're not a father yet, but I'm pretty sure in the future you would like to have a kid as well. I have a 6-year-old going to 7, and he is the most amazing. And back when he was like 3, he always wanted to paint with me. So I had a Wolverine hat for him, and Logan had actually, not Wolverine, and he was painting up that one up all the colors, and it was so amazing. I think I have it. I just don't know where I put it. I always like to keep those small relics from him, so I can show it to him when he grows up. Like, oh, remember when you were 3, you used to paint this with me? So yeah, being a dad, it's amazing. Yeah. Well, you can still celebrate it, you know? I mean, you're still a dad, even if she's not close to you. You know how daughters are, once they fly out the nest, they don't really go back, only when they need to go. I'm pretty sure she's gonna go back to you soon as well, so so now here I'm gonna still dry it up because this is not dry. I'm gonna use a little bit silver on the buckles, and then I'm gonna use some Tamiya panel liner, which is also called Just Another Day, maybe live stream. Oh, we still have to work that one out, Ron, with the group live stream to see what we're gonna use now. If we're gonna move on from the OBS, and we're gonna use the other one that you said, Streamlabs. I think you mentioned. We will see which one actually kind of works better. I was keep saying to use the OBS because that's the one I knew, and that's what the one you mentioned as well. But if you find a better one, I'm more than happy to try out. So a couple of guys, we try to do some group streaming. So we are gonna work on different projects. So we're gonna try to set that one up to see how it works and if it's even doable. Now, the only thing, because I'm from Europe, so the time zone, it's really different. So we will try to find a time that works for everybody. And of course, when that will be up, we will let you know, and then you are more than welcome to join. We will love to have you. Or you're still thinking about the new camera? But you see, the thing is, I don't know anything about the Streamlabs. So if we decide which software we use, I can go and start learning it and look it up a little bit more, what we need, what you can do. Because you see, all of them, they have a different uh, pros and cons. So once we know what we want to use, then we can learn what actually is possible. because till then we just talking about it, and you know, talking sometimes doesn't help. Sometimes you just have to jump into the deep water and just learn how to swim. Yeah, with the camera as well. Like I mentioned to you, you have to look it up for what you're gonna use it more, so it works for you better. Sometimes simple, it's better. Sometimes you don't have to overcomplicate it. So whatever works for you. Okay, now this is done. So now I'm gonna use a little bit of a liquid skill, some Tamiya pen liner, if I find it, and of course it's over here. I'm trying to keep my paints always in a basket, so I know which paint I'm using for which model. So this is my current basket over here, but I have so many that doesn't fit in. So I have another 8 on the other side, and then plus this one's over here. So I quite use a couple of colors actually for this one. So now with the Tamiya panel liner, I'm just gonna make literally a mess over here. That's the whole point. You don't want it to be too clean, because this thing's going to be beat up. So I'm just gonna go around it and make it look like it was in a fight. Okay, that's it. This one doesn't need too much details. Maybe I'm going to take some brown and some do a little bit dry brushing on it in the end. But just a little bit, not too much. I think the dry brushing would add a little bit to it. Yeah, thanks for joining. And again, check out my videos after if you want to catch up on what I did, and even Cammy's face. Appreciated, bro, that you joined in. Again, hope to see you soon, and have a nice weekend. And for you guys just joining in, thanks you for joining. If you like what you see here, I've been streaming for just a short time, but we have a really good friend of mine over here, the 3D painter. So after I'm finished, a couple of hours after, he will start his stream, and his is similar but different in the same time. So please go check him out, give it a subscribe, give it a like, and it will be much appreciated. Thank you. At the moment, we are just a couple of small channels, but of course, we're planning to grow, so that's the plan. And you giving a like and give it a subscribe, it helps out a lot. It's actually more than you can imagine. So I'm gonna find my small dry brush and just do some dry brushing over here. Now I don't want to do too much, but just a little bit. Okay, this is not dry yet, so I'm gonna try to dry it up as much as possible, because otherwise it's just going to be a mess. Now with the dry brushing on this one, I don't want to go too heavy. I just want to go just a little bit here and there. And again, this is too much. And because this is still dry, so I have to watch out. This is when you don't have patience for the paint to dry. This is what happened. Now, the artist who to make this model, I'm the artist who painted it, but who sculpted it digitally. He's LA Figures, and he's an amazing artist. He was earlier in the chat. Thank you for joining in. And go check out his Patreon. If you like the model, you can pick it up. It's a really, really cool model. I really, really like it. He's been around for some time, and he's doing some amazing work. So if you like it, go and support him if you can. You can support me as well on my Patreon, Gambit Neo, or you can become a member. That will go towards the projects that I'm making, and it will help me out with the resin. Unfortunately, the resin it's not for free in Europe. Maybe one day. So more resin I have, more bigger project I can make. So now this will be the pouch. This is done. I did give it a little bit detail. I didn't want to overdo it. So again, just a little bit dry brush here and there on it with some wash, and that's called a day. Now, this one I will have to put some clear varnish on it, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. So I'm going to start working on the boots. So on this one, what I'm going to do, it's quite simple. I have my way of doing ladder, and my way is the best for me. Now, you can always do it your way as you like it, or if you find a better method, please share it with me. I always open to pick up some new skills or some new ways to paint. I'm not all knowing, I just know what I like, and I'm trying to do it my way. And I'm looking for one of my washes, which is here somewhere. And again, it's straight in front of me. It's looking at me, and I didn't notice it. Okay, I don't like the sound of this. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this brown reddish wash, Rackline Flash Shade, and I'm going to go over all over the boots and just cover it really nicely up. Now with this one, usually I really go heavy-handed, so don't go easy on it. And by the way, the brown skin that I'm using is the oak brown for the ladder, the base color. And this is the way I done my Wolverine as well. You can check it out on the YouTube, on the Instagram. That was I painted up Wolverine before I was doing the YouTube videos, so you cannot find it over there yet. But you can find pictures of him on video on my Instagram. On Instagram, you can find me as Gambit Neo. So go give it a subscribe, give it a like. Every little helps. So basically, what I'm doing is just like putting a lots of wash on it. I want to make this a little bit brown reddish. So, but just a little bit, not too much. So if I will use a red wash, that will make it too much red. So I don't want that. And now comes the fun part, which I have to take the glove off because I have to do some real quick masking because I forgot that I have to do that. And I have to do mask up the other leg a little bit because I don't want to make a mess on the skin. And I did give a clear coat, but I still better safe than sorry. Yeah, the time difference it's something else. And especially when you find somebody that you like to follow and they do live stream. Now, usually I always go late to bed, but I live in Dublin, Ireland, so it's really late sometimes here, and then in the morning I cannot wake up. I don't even remember when was the last time before I went before midnight to bed. That's really, really bad. Now, I could use tape on this one as well. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm trying to avoid tape if I don't have to do, like, has to be must to be done with tape, because I just don't want it. Even if you give a clear coat of varnish and leave it dry for a couple of days, uh, sometimes the paint can still chip away, and I really don't want that now on the skin. I really like this new skin, how I did it, so I don't want to do any damage on it. Well, I'm gonna do a separate video just for the skin. So if anyone is interested in that one, you can go and check it out. I'm gonna post it up maybe next week, and that will be just the skin how I did it. Yeah, like I start my heavy work as well, like usually later on as well. So every time when I wake up in the morning, I was like, oh, I should go early in the bed, and the next time we go bed again, it's just too late. I'm not that young either, so it kind of takes a toll on you when you stay for months and months late up. But I'm almost the most productive at late night for some reason. Don't ask me why, but unfortunately, looks like I do a lot of work before bedtime. Okay, so this is done as well. So now I'm just going to put it on a stick and let it dry a bit. I'm gonna get the other one back. Yeah, that's still too fresh. So I'm gonna start working on something else. Now, when you put these on to dry on the sticks, and because I put a little bit more varnish wash on it, you want to make sure that not too much wash runs in places that you don't want it. So you always check it out. As I mentioned before, better safe than sorry. Yeah, his base is really cool. The Daredevil guys. If you didn't check it out, go and check out his Daredevil. And he's doing a really really cool cracker on the costume as well. So I'm not gonna say too much about that. So you guys go and check it out. And if you watch the Daredevil, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. I like when people doing something different and not just the same color, the same thing. So he's definitely doing something different. And now I'm gonna do the hair bobbins over here in her hair with red. And because this is yellow, so the red will cover up really easily. So I'm just gonna do that really quick till I let the boots dry, and let's see how we go as time. We still have a little bit time to go. No, at the moment I'm just covering up really quick, and then I'm gonna go back and cut really nicely in where the hairband finish and the hair starts. So I'm gonna take it off this. So this way the clear varnish it's dry as well. And now we're gonna make a really nice cut so it looks pretty. So guys, remember, if you want to show up your work a little bit, go and send me a link on my Instagram, Gambit Neo One, and I will be more than happy to check out your work. What are you working on? Just to see if you guys do anything differently. Even we that doing this for a long time can always learn something new. Some cool ideas sometimes coming from every type of level of your hobby. You don't have to be a professional to teach somebody something. Now let me catch up with the chat. Yeah, you've been working on Daredevil now for some time, and that he's gonna be done soon. I know that you said that you want to put more details in his costume, so I can't wait to see what you're gonna do with him. Again, I'm trying to keep it vague, so people go and check out if they want to see what you're doing. Uh, I don't remember if you told me already, Ron. Are you gonna stream today, or you gonna be a day off? Sorry, I don't remember if you. I know I asked you, but I don't remember if you answered or I just didn't see it. Okay, that's done. So technically, the hair, all of the hair is done. Uh, I'm gonna put the head kind of a little bit together so you guys can see how she's looking so far. To be honest, I'm curious a bit as well. So we have one part of the hair. Second part, and that goes in perfectly. Maybe I have to do a little bit wash here on the corner and on this one as well. So it's always good to check out your work before you finish if you have to do some small changes or somewhere the paint is not correct. And we're missing only the hat. Okay, now, so here you go, Cammy. The hat is all done. I still have to put some wash here a little bit, not too much. And on this side as well. So the eye is going to be the last thing that I'm going to do. So that's why the eyes are not painted. It's just simple white. I really, really like it how it came out now. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a dry brush over the hair or not. I think I'm going to leave it like this. Sometimes simple things are better. But we're going to see. Maybe in a couple of hours, I'm going to change my mind. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, I really like it. So uh, the boots are not dry. That's not good for me. So it looks like it's gonna be Monday. I'm still going to be painting Cammy up, finishing her up, because I don't think I can finish it today. Because soon I'm going to have to stop. So we still have a little bit to go. So I'm still going to work on the boots. And again, I'm gonna do the wash over here. I noticed it needs a little bit. So I almost used the wrong wash. So just here in the corners of the hair, it's a little bit missing, so I'm gonna put some wash over there just to make everything look the same so it doesn't stand out too much. So literally just the corners. And that's that on this one. And then I'm going to do it on this as well. You see, because the clamps, they were over here, so I missed a little bit. But you see, that's why it's always good to test it out, because then you can see if any issues come up. This is done. So today, later on, I'm going to start kind of gluing the parts together. So I'm not going to glue everything yet, but just slowly glue a couple of things together. Now I'm going to do the gluing off camera because that's quite boring. It's nothing too special about it. I'm just going to use some 5 minutes 2-part epoxy glue. That's the only one that I'm using. I used to use super glue, but I had a lot of problems with it. And with super glue as well, if the super glue goes over, now it depends on the brand, goes over the paint, it makes the paint become a little bit more white and really bad. Thanks to AC Quids. Much appreciated, man. And now, so this is done. This is just need a clear coat, but I'm not going to focus on that. Uh, this one will take some time to dry now. That's the only problem. Now, you see over here, a little bit of the wash poured in one place. So I don't want that to look bad, so I'm going to remove a little bit of it. So before dries, if you remove a little bit, that's always helpful. I'm going to check the other tie as well. Okay, the same here as well. So I'm going to remove just a little bit of it. Now, what I can do, I can start painting up her belt on the tie as well. So there, I'm going to do the same color that I did. So, wait a second, guys. Let me check something out. So this is the torso. So the hands and the his tie, it's not glued in yet. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the same color. So here I done the blue black. Oh, Pen Pressure, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys very much for joining from France. Now, I'm terrible in French, so sorry for that. It's not an easy language as far as I know. So, Pen Pressure, I hope I pronounce your name correctly. Sorry if I butcher it. Uh, are you new to this hobby? You doing your hobby yourself, or you just learning at the moment? Do you do prints or just model kits? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, you saw on my stream. Thank you for watching, man. That means a lot. Thank you very much. I have a lots more videos as well if you're interested in any other type of media. I have some tips and tricks in the short videos as well. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Now I just started streaming a week ago, so this is my seventh stream. And thank you very much for everybody who joined in, and especially the ones that return. It's much, much appreciated. And hope I catch you all on the next ones as well. I have to say, guys, I really like streaming more than editing videos, and I have to say it's a little bit more personal when you talk straight to people in the chat, and people can see what actually working on. The videos they are a little bit kind of lonely because you literally have to close yourself into a room and pay attention on what you're doing. Now, I'm not best at editing videos, but I would say I'm quite decent. But it takes so long to do something nice, and if that would be my hobby, I'm pretty sure I will be quite good at it. But my hobby it's mostly painting. So when I have to go away from painting and doing the editing, I have to say it's not as much fun. But it's something that I'm willing to do because I love painting so much. And I'm trying to make this in my full-time job as well because it's something that I really like. I've been doing it for some while, and everybody was telling me like, why don't record it and put it on YouTube? Because I'm pretty sure like lots of people will like it. So uh, more than a year ago, I started recording videos, but I'm painting for some time now. So if you find my channel useful or you like my videos, please share it with your friends and family. Hit that like button. It's much appreciated. And make sure you check out the Bean 3D channel as well. He does some amazing paint as well. Oh yes, yes, that was me. My VAT, it's not recognized by the M7, so it doesn't heat up, unfortunately. It's brand new. I just got it literally yesterday. I done a couple of prints. The prints are coming out correctly, so it's no problem there. But the VAT doesn't. It's not recognized by the software. So when I look it up, everything it's okay, but the VAT it's not connected. It's not recognized, and then the heating it's not working. So it doesn't heat up the resin. And when I go into the options, it's just gray. I cannot press it. So, do you have an M7 Max by any chance? Do you are familiar with the printer? You know, that would be great if you can help because I did contact Anycubic, but they already have on the weekend, so they're gonna get back to me only on Monday. So I was hoping if it's something small that can be fixed by me, I will do that. But if not, I will have to send back the printer. Now I tried to update the software as well on it, but it already has the newest software. So when I put it on the USB, set it like it's already the newest on it. So it's not that. Uh, I noticed that on the first time when I started up the printer, but because I wasn't focused on it, I didn't realize. Oh, please do. And look, you can find me on Instagram, Gambit Neo, and add me over there. And I will be so happy if you can find it out. Again, it could be something that it's like a small setting or something that I have to do. And if it's a small thing that I can fix it, I will be more than happy to send it back. But if not, then depends on what they saying. I will have to send it back, and then I will have to wait another 2 weeks to get a new printer, which kind of sucks because I was looking forward to use this one for some cool projects. The moment I'm printing a huge Broly from Dragon Ball. Yeah, man, that would be a lot appreciated if you if somebody have knowledge of that, because the 3D painter over here, he has the same printer, and he kind of convinced me to buy this one, which I'm really really happy. Like, I like the printer, but he never had that problem with it. So I looked it up on YouTube and on online, and I saw people complaining they have something similar, maybe not exactly like mine, but nobody has a solution for it yet. So who knows? Maybe somebody had the problem and they sorted it out. That would be much appreciated. Yeah, he was the first live streamer of Ground Affected, and I was like, I'm going to try it out to see how it goes, and apparently he really liked it. So I think he's gonna have more live streams. He's a really cool dude. I used to watch him as well for a long time, even before he had his shop, when he was still doing it from home. And I remember he was saying the same thing as I do, that I would love to this to be my permanent job. So yeah, I feel the same way. It's something that I really like doing. It kind of calms me down. And my previous work over there, it wasn't as good. So I said to myself, if I can make something out of this and somehow make a living, and I don't have to go back to work for somebody, that will be my dream at the moment. Yeah, the 3D painter. By the way, he's doing stream after me in about an hour and a half, more or less. So you can join him in as well. His work is, again, it's amazing. He does different, but kind of the same as me, but different in the same time. So it's always good to learn from other people's view. I know how much I learned from him. So here we go. This is nice. It's almost perfect. It's just here a little bit crooked line, and I don't like it. So yeah, that's good now. So the boot still didn't dry, so that will take a little bit longer to dry now. Let's see if the other boot dried up. Oh, this is still wet because I have to apply more wash. So till this dries correctly, I cannot apply more wash on it, unfortunately. Yeah, with the Orcish Dermot. Oh, look, by the way, the bean, he bought all of it. I saw his picture on the Instagram, and I said it even to him. I cannot believe he bought the whole Orcish Dermot. Like, he bought 4 or 5 of them. I was like, no way, dude. Actually, I never tried Orcish Dermot, to be honest with you. It's more ground affected brand. But I at one point actually I wanted to try it out, but it was impossible to get it. And even the 3D painter Ron was trying to look it up yesterday, and then one bottle on eBay goes for €20, which I think it's crazy. You cannot pay so much money for a bottle. But anyway, so yeah, I never tried Orchid Hermit. I always wanted to pick up a couple of them. I didn't get the chance, and now because of the ground affected, it's quite hard to get to one, because everybody, like the bean, when he finds one, he just buys all of them. Yeah, you got it. You were lucky. Oh yeah, you see, when you try to work out your own skin tone, that takes a couple of tries. So yeah, I can understand why did you pick up a couple of them. Yeah, that makes sense to have, because when you do that, it actually takes. So guys, this one is over here. I'm going to show it off a little bit before I finish. Now, unfortunately, I cannot do anything anymore because this has to dry, and soon I will have to stop and go spend a little bit time with my family before we go to bed. I mean, I'm not going to bed, but my son and wife, they kind of slowly. So I'm gonna just put this together, and then on Monday I don't have too much left. Unfortunately, I didn't want to rush to finish it today. It's no point. The paint didn't dry correctly yet, so the wash. So I don't want, because I have to apply more wash on it. So I'm gonna apply some more new oil. Ah, no, you coming up, man. You coming up. Like, look, more you do, more better you become at it. So, guys, I'm gonna show out the model a little bit over here. Now, nothing is glued together yet, so I have to watch out because I don't want to fall and to scratch. So I'm just gonna show off a little bit how it looks. I know the camera doesn't pick it up correctly yet, but I'm gonna move the camera after I put everything together. And we're gonna put the little pouch as well. So this will be the first time that almost all of it will be put together. Now I'm not going to put the other arm because that is going to fall out. And again, I don't want it to start repainting. I just need to take out the blue tack from in here. That would take me a second. Oh, nothing under €4. Are you in Italy at the moment, Bean? Now I took out the blue tack from this one, so it wasn't too big. So here we go. And I'm gonna not put up the other boot and the gauntlet, the arm, because it's going to fall off, and I don't want that. And I don't want to put blue tack in it either, because then I have to fish out the whole thing. So we're gonna put the hat on, and this is the most compact that put together Cammy was. So I'm gonna try to go close as possible with the camera, shining some light, turn on the other light as well. So I don't know how much it picks up, but this is Cammy so far. I really, really like how this skin tone came out. It's something new, it's something experimental. The next time I'm going to try to do it maybe a little bit just different, but I really, really like this way. So I'm definitely going to use this tactic. So now what left to do for next week will be the eyes, because that's the very last one. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do some dry brushing over maybe her hair just a little bit. Finish up the belt, and the two boots, and that's it, literally. So just a couple of things left. And again, guys, thank you very, very much for joining. Have a nice weekend. Share with your family and friends. And Penny Pressure, I'm gonna wait for your answer to let me know if your friend has a solution. I really hope he does. But if he doesn't, again, it's no problem. I'm pretty sure any cubics will sort me out. It's just the waiting time that will take to get it, the new one. Guys, again, thank you very much for everybody for joining in. Have a nice weekend. Uh, Go and check out the 3D painter. He's doing some amazing live stream. Check out the band 3D as well. He's doing some amazing work. And have a nice weekend. And I hope to see you on the next one. Enjoy. Thanks you very, very much again, Dabin. Talk to you guys in a bit, okay? See ya.